really wanted to get out of it after many, many years and do something in the startup field. And I noticed the same type of thing, you know, going to meetups every night but not seeing women. And be like, what's going on here? Why can't no women in this room? And, you know, not understanding why, you know, the space was not more diverse. And so both of those things, the personal as well as the professional, were really what kind of took the light bulb off for me at a conference. And it was like, I need to do something about this and create a program to kind of funnel kids. But I really, and I tell you all honestly, I did not want to start a nonprofit because I had volunteered for years and I knew how hard it was. And it was not on my radar. But it just kind of like hooked me. So once we got started, and when we had the first class, which is in Baby Hunters Point, with only like 10 or 12 girls, you know, they just like hooked us. And so that was probably the most tired I've ever been after that 6-week session, but it was the most gratifying thing ever. And that's what kind of really fueled us all last year, because any volunteer would tell you that after the class, some of the people that have been volunteers before, it's exhausting. Like when we're done, we're like, oh, we're so tired. But it's the most gratifying thing to see those girls. So like the girls you saw in the video were my summer camp girls, who actually taught that class. And I still miss those girls because the students latch on to you and to see their growth. You know, to see, like the mom said, the light in their eyes when they figure out how to do something. That's why I still do it, and with the movement of energy that I have. And I love it. And I just welcome you to try it as well, because they will. That's it. Yes.
What kind of time commitments are you asking for your volunteers?
Well, it depends on you. Whatever that fits into your schedule, we have an opportunity you can do. So if that's once a month that you have a couple hours to give, if that's just one class a quarter, we'll take that as well, because there's something to fit every schedule in terms of what we do. Literally.
Usually, how long are the sessions?
Usually the one-day sessions start from about 8 for us getting ready for the girls. They usually start at 10 and then go to like 3 or 4. But we usually kind of get there about 2 hours early, and then we might have like 1 hour of cleanup or something on the end. That's a one-day session. The 6-week sessions that are 6 different Saturdays, those we don't always, you don't have to sign up for all 6 Saturdays. You can sign up for 1, you can sign up for 2, whatever fits into your schedule. But we also have shorter classes too.
Do you partner with any organizations in the area?
We do. So some of the organizations that we partner with, both here in the Bay Area and other places, are Girls Inc. And Atlanta, they partner with Georgia Tech a lot in terms of they have a program that teaches different technology classes to kids. They partner with them a lot. We have done some partnerships. ThoughtWorks, of course, is one of our largest corporate partners. Mozilla. Looking at partnering girl development. We haven't put anything together yet, but seeing what else we can do with some of the women's service organizations here in the Bay Area, like Rich Girls Development, Code Chicks. But we still need to work those partnerships out.
And how do you find the girls?
We actually partner with some schools. It's just kind of been organic, so they kind of like, a big piece of our marketing has always been on social media, and it just spreads. So it's just sort of been organic in terms of getting the words out. Here in the Bay Area, we actually did in the beginning go directly to schools, but now we kind of, folks know that we're here and they are starting to just reach out to us. And lots of Girl Scouts organizations we are finding are bringing like the troops. So here, Atlanta, Memphis as well, we're seeing whole Girl Scout troops will register like for 10 or 20 girls.
Do you like follow up with the girls?
We do. So one of the things we do was we keep in touch with them. So not at this one, but at the Oakland one, some of our students are actually going to come and speak. So we do keep in touch with both them and their parents. And I would say about 60 to 70% of our girls are repeat students. They attend class after class. So like that, one thing you can still see in that that video that was at our summer camp, We had 2 or 3 classes, web making classes, before we did summer camp. But I didn't know, didn't really look and see at first that all those, we had out of 20 girls, I think 18 of them had been to like at least 2 of those classes. But we was just during class one day and I was talking to them about the space shuttle and I was like, oh, well, maybe we can create a web page about this. And they're like, well, yeah, we know how to do that. And so they did. And I didn't teach that section, one of the students did, because they had been to the other web making classes. And so that's when we first said, oh, they're actually picking up on this and they're retaining it. And so that's one of the reasons we really want to build these chapters out and have consistent programming so that we don't lose in touch with those girls and we keep in touch with them throughout the year.
Is that excitement more parent driven or is the girl reaction to that?
Both. So, so we get lots. One of the things we're starting to see, and we want to really test it out more this year, is that the girls that are attending multiple classes is starting to impact their grades and academic achievement in school. So I just got an email from a parent that I think her student went to 2 or 3 classes last year, and she just emailed me that, oh, we can't make it to the meeting group, but Danielle's grades for this year, she's gone from like a solid C student to like a B student in all her classes. She's like, I really think it's because of the BBC. And I noticed some of that same thing personally. For my daughter, it really made her math scores, go from shoot up through the roof. And I do believe it's the classes and that structured approach to problem solving and computational thinking that we're starting to see it impact the other grades academically. And so we want to kind of really test that out and really make sure we drive that.
I was just wondering, is there a target age group or what's the age range of the girls that are in this class?
So our classes go from 7 to 17, and so some classes may be just for middle school girls, like the HTML5 class will probably be for 13 and 17. The mobile app class, I think that's for middle school and up girls, but like the web building classes, we have girls as young as 6 in those classes. And the robotics expo that Atlanta's doing on Saturday, they have girls as young as 7, so 7 to 17.
Do you provide them with their laptops, or they have to buy their own?
We do have laptops, so we don't have 80 laptops, but we have enough for like half of that. So we try to have most of our classes. We do have Twitter donated about 30 some odd laptops to us last year, and then we bought some more. So we can bring in laptops. The girls don't have to have that. And a lot of the classes last year, we started to have it like DeVry because they have like computer labs. And the same thing in Atlanta at Georgia Tech because they have a computer lab there. So, because I say about half of our, maybe less than half of them actually have their own PCs or laptops. So that's been one of the challenges as we've gotten into this larger classes.
What kind of volunteers or skill sets are you most in need of here in the Bay Area?
What type of skill set?
Yeah, skill sets or just, kind of volunteers are you most in need of, like here in the Bay Area?
Everything. So we always need tech volunteers, but that's not all we need. And tech, that's broad. So any type of tech, skill sets that you have, and a lot of the programs that we teach. I'm a double E. I'm not a computer scientist, but I can pick up a lot of this if just based on my background. But we also have just general volunteers to help us run the workshops, organize the workshops, as Abby said, sponsors, talking to parents. One of the things that we want to do more of in the Bay Area that's been extremely successful in Atlanta is we've started to run, and we're going to do it for the Spanish class, a parallel parent course on how to keep your kid engaged in STEM when we're doing the class. And we just started to do that.
Are there any problems with if the background of the volunteers varies from what you're actually teaching? Like the languages or so forth?
We train, so one of the things that we've done is, in the courses that we've built so far is built like training packets for our volunteers, and now we have a core set of trainers in all the different cities. Like in Atlanta, we have some in the Bay Area, we have some in New York that sort of do a train-the-trainer on.
So if you're close, then it should be in the, okay.
Yep. So that's one of the reasons we also started to expand on the age so that we can prepare them to move into summer internships. So, and that's another reason why when you see the well, that was my thing there. I was like, well, they gotta get to job because that's what they gotta get. And, you know, getting them a broad range of skill sets and giving them the core skills that a software engineer needs, that's like our goal. So that's why we're trying to progress them as we build out this curriculum so they have the basic core skill sets that they need to go get a job as a software engineer. And to pass the AG exam. So that's like my thing. You know, I want them to be ready by the time they get to high school. I'm just like really adamant. Somebody else had a hand. Did I miss someone? Anybody else?
So we have four latecomers, and we're gonna put you guys on the spot and make you participate in the icebreaker activity.